resisting!
Much like My Chemical Romance, we're gonna have some teenagers scare the living out of us, okay? We're gonna be watching a video today from Police Insider. This video happened back on July 25th of 2023. Officers were dispatched to a school in reference to a suspended student who was refusing to leave the premises. By the way, if you're suspended, you're not allowed to be on school property. The girl refused to comply and at several points struck the officer in an attempt to get him off of her. Shortly after, the girl's mother arrived at the school. Soon, other officers arrived at the scene to transport the girl to jail. The girl was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer. It says her mother showed up to the school, so we're gonna find out, like, was her mother there to be like, no, my daughter can be here, or was she like, no, girl, it's time for you to go home?
Okay.
We need to figure it out. We gotta figure it out.
Right to jail.
Right to jail. This is gonna be a 16-year-old girl who was suspended from school. So, you know, capital troublemaker with a capital T. Let's get into this.
Get the off me!
Oh, she got a mouth on her. She got a mouth on her.
What's your profanity?
On 25th of July, 2023, officers were dispatched to a school in reference to a suspended student who was refusing to leave the premises.
She's on the phone with mom, and she's suspended.
Okay, where are you trying to get her to?
I want her in Lippa's office. At this point now, she needs to go to the front office.
All right. All right, I'm gonna tell. This is what I'm gonna tell you, okay?
You probably need to give the phone over to the corporal so he can talk to mom, or I can talk to mom.
Either we go to the front office, or they've already said. All right, they've already said you're suspended. So if you go in that building, I'm gonna put you in cuffs.
Yo, she is walking faster and putting her officer in this, like, her hand in this officer's, like, face, and she's like, don't talk to me. Talk to the hand. Don't talk to me. Girl, yo mama needs to say, How did she get to school in the first place? Did she drive herself? Did mom even know she was suspended? Was she suspended and mom wasn't contacted? I need to know.
All right, nope.
Off me, bro! Get off me!
Stop.
Get the off me!
Stop.
Get off of me! Ooh! Oh my! Get the off of me!
You need to stop. You need to stop.
Off of me!
She kicking. She kicking. She's kicking him. I've never seen somebody so pressed to get to class in high school. Man, like, if you were suspended, that was like a free 3-day vacation from school. Yeah, you had to make up all your work and stuff, but at least it wasn't ISS. You can't just be walking around doing whatever you want on a school property. It's a safety issue. If that was the case, anybody could walk up on a school property and do whatever they want. That's dangerous. It's people's children there. You don't know what somebody who is suspended or whatnot is there to do when they're not even supposed to be there. So I'm 100% on the teacher side and stuff like that. Good thing that they were following her. Get her off of that property. Why is mama not doing it?
Stop.
I wonder if her mom is still on the phone.
Get the off of me! Oh, he's literally banging my head off!
Stop.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Get the off of me!
Stop resisting!
Get the off! He needs to get off of me, bro. I just banged the out of my head! He just got banged the fuck out of my head! Get the off of me!
Stop.
Bro, my head literally just
All right,
rocking
get on your
right now.
stomach.
Get the off of
Get
me!
on your
I'm not doing
stomach.
shit, bitch!
Get on your stomach.
He needs to get off of me. He's
Get
literally-
on your stomach.
Get the off of me! He literally banged the out of my head!
The officer didn't do that. She did that.
Get the fuck off of me,
This
bro!
whole thing is unnecessary.
And no, my mom is calling me. Stop!
You told you were suspended. You were asked to go to the front office. You were asked to go to the front office.
Off of me!
She's trying to punch.
Get the off of me, bro! You're weird!
What I don't like here is that nobody else is attempting to help. And I understand some people might not want help, or they can't because they're like teachers and stuff like that. It would probably be a lot easier on her and a lot safer. It wasn't just one person detaining her. You had a second person to just help.
Help me!
She's clearly trying to punch. She's clearly trying to use that phone. She's tried to kick. I don't know if anybody else had it, but I've seen a girl get tased at my high school. You can get tased.
Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way.
indication that you can breathe is that you're still talking, you're still yelling, you're still saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, except for the fact that you're taking breaths and you're breathing. I always loved when people were screaming at me, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. Well, if you weren't screaming at me, you could probably breathe a little bit better, honestly. I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. Well, if you didn't like it, you honestly should have complied. If you would have complied, this never would have happened. It's her lack of compliance that got her to this point. It's her fighting, throwing punches, and kicking the officer as he tried to restrain her that got her to this point. She has already proven that she is violent. So it doesn't matter if you don't like it. I'm pretty sure this was not on the officer's plan for the day to come fight some entitled 16-year-old child. Pretty sure he doesn't like this either.
Okay, I'll get the
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not getting on the floor. Pick me up and I'll put them behind my back. I will
That's not
once
how
I
we're
get
doing
the up.
That's not gonna be a choice.
Oh my God, I'm not going on my back. He just literally handcuffed me and up.
Okay, then allow me.
Okay, he's pushing me down though. I can't.
Give me your arm. Give me your
I'm
arm.
not getting on the floor. I'm standing the up.
Get me your arms.
I'm
No,
standing.
you're not getting up.
He just said I can.
See, the problem here too is that the outside people talking to her are not the officer. They're not in charge of this scene. But at this point, you call the police are taking charge of that scene. The officer who is giving her commands is 100% in charge of that scene. So although somebody else might say, well, when you get up, we can do this, we can do that, we can bargain with you, stuff like this, they're not in charge.
Put your hands behind your back.
Up. I'm gonna stand the up. What the gonna do?
No, I said no.
I don't give a handcuff me. No one's taking it that serious, nigga. Throw this up. Y'all are so unnecessary. Y'all are all in my.
I can see why she was suspended
That
now.
was
Boy, that escalated quickly.
unnecessary as I was walking the actually. Now I have to put me on the ground, bitch.
That's 037. I got one to say.
Judging by the attitude she was given before anybody even had to put their hands on her because she was not complying, I'm going to go ahead and say that she's got a pretty nasty attitude to go along with whatever action caused her to get suspended. Because she was already putting her hand in the officer and the teacher's face. She was on the phone with her mom. She was walking around campus when she was already suspended. There was no reason for her to be there. Yeah, here we are.
Oh my God. Can you loosen it? There's no reason for this.
I could name a couple of reasons.
My office.
Stop pushing me around the toilet.
Literally nobody's pushing her. You got the handcuffs on the wrist. The most control you're going to have is grabbing onto that hinge to be able to control where her hands go. She's not going to be able to jerk around and stuff. And it is a compliance. It is a pain compliance to push the cuffs down a little bit. If you've got the cuffs on like this, these are not comfortable. They're not made to be comfortable. They're made to be a controlled device for your safety and the officer's safety, which he's got one hand on that, one hand on her shoulder. She's not going anywhere right now. He's not pushing her around, nothing. She's the one jerking herself around, pulling herself, trying to walk in a different direction than she's supposed to.
Can't do y'all worrying about the drama. Y'all are arresting me.
The kids are so unbothered. They're just walking past. This is like a normal Tuesday, I guess.
Shortly after, the girl's mother arrived at the school.
Okay. We have Mama here now. Oh, Mama's pissed.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off you. You're going to put your hand on top of your head afterwards, okay? That way we can put different ones on.
Go to SSG 121.
Mama hasn't even said
Put
anything.
hand on top of your head. Put it on top of your head first. That one on top of your head also.
So, do you want to take your bracelets off and leave them with your mom, or do you want them to go with you?
You want to take them?
What about your necklace?
Did we take it off?
Yeah, they're going to make you take all that off.
They're gonna make you take all of your jewelry
Give
off.
it to mom.
Like, the officer, now that she's sitting here complying, Mom's there, she's not gonna be acting this way in front of her mom. She's not acting that way in front of her mama now. Why? Because if you notice, the cop is actually talking to her very calmly. Now that she's complying, now that she's not screaming, acting a fool. She is listening to orders. You're gonna get a better reaction from the police around you. But if I was acting like that girl was acting and my mom had to come to that school, my mom would have beat my ass right in front of that cop. My mom, she wouldn't have even cared about the charges. She would have just beat me senseless. And I would have deserved every bit of it.
You have anything in your pockets? What's this?
You can release all of your personal belongings to a family member or friend before you go to jail, and it actually makes it easier on the jailers.
I cannot imagine with this being her first arrest that she would point out.
Okay.
So no promises because I don't have the sheet in front of me, but I could not imagine her going to JDC, so they'll most likely be calling you to pick her up today.
Okay.
What he just said is if she points out, I do believe that's going to be like the points that you accumulate. They go towards your arrest, building points. JDC, Juvenile Detention Center. So what they're doing is they're taking her to the jail, and she can be released from the jail directly to her mom. She doesn't have to go to the Juvenile Detention Center where they're going to hold her. But Jasmine here was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer. They should have got her with trespassing also, but I guess because there was no actual trespassing charge is why they didn't do it, and she would have to go back to that property anyway to go to school. I would like to know what the aftermath of that is, but of course, like, we're not going to get that. Juvenile records are usually, once they become an adult, you're not going to get those unless you actually are like a law enforcement officer, can go back and see them. I have to believe that the mom was at work and didn't know that her child went to school on a suspension. But I still want to know what was going through this girl's head, like why she would go to school. That's the only problem about body cam footage is you're not going to get all the context. You're not going to get the entire report. I would really like to know what conversation was had after Mama was picking her up from jail, though. I would really have liked to be a fly on that wall. Listen, I have been in the car with my mom before when she wanted to beat my ass, and I'll tell you what, I jumped all the way from the front seat to the back seat. And I mean 3 rows back because we had an expedition, okay? I put some distance in between us. Some distance. Because I knew where her hands could reach.